Hello ladies and gents, I hope that this video finds you in the best of health and spirits. Today's video is going to be all about the difference between regular store and store with real brand, or a regular store as well as a branded store. So we are going to do like a small comparison to regular store and a branded store so that we can see the difference between each store, and also why you should choose the one that's fit for your business needs. Okay, so let's dig in. But first, what is or why this subject is really important, like why we need to understand the difference between a branded store and a regular store. So basically, here are some reasons. Thousands of stores sell the same products, yet only a few win. And you already know who's winning, which is or which are the branded stores. Besides, branding is not decoration, it's a silent salesman that works 24/7, which is the best thing ever. When you are branding, it's like you are setting, let's say, a salesman that works for you 24/7, and we are going to go deeper into details with this subject. Also, two stores, name offer, same ad budget. One build trust, the other builds frustration, which is the regular stores. People don't buy what you sell, they buy what they feel when they see your store or your ads, according to how do you work. Besides, a clear brand message makes a customer decide in second. Okay, now let's move on to the next section, which is the difference in selling. So we are going to see the difference or compare the difference when it comes to selling between the regular store and the branded store. So basically, this table that we have right here is going to explain the difference between the branded store and the regular stores in terms of selling. Okay, here are the aspects that we have. So these are the aspects that we had at the time being. So here is the aspect, here is the regular store, and here the branded store. The aspect number one, which is the focus. Regular store only focus on selling the product, that's it. While the branded store sells or focuses a lot on selling a story and experience, because they know that they have to sell with feelings, not logic. Okay, aspect number two, or next aspect, which is the message. Regular stores have only buy now, limited offer, while branded stores has here is why this matter to you. As you can see here, the message is really different from a branded store and a regular store. And also you can just from these messages you can detect the regular from the branded one. When it comes to the customer relationships, regular store only focuses on one-time transaction. I just have to bring this customer to pay or to buy this product for me, while the branded are focusing a lot on long-term emotional connections, so that people can buy from them not once, not twice, but a lot of time. Trust. A regular store need to be proven every time, on every ad, on every day. They have to prove themselves first, while the branded store built in through consistent identity, because they worked a lot, or they already worked on their identity, their branded identity, stuff like this, so they don't need to prove themselves over and over and over. Marketing style. Regular stores only pushes discount and ads, and especially discount. Discount is really, really, really bad for your brand. Okay. While the branded store pulls attention through meaning and value, visual identity, inconsistent, generic design. Basically their design is so generic, so normal, so basic, while the branded is unified, recognizable look and tone. So basically they have very organizable look and tone when it comes to the a product, their store, the identity in general. Customer perception, when it comes to the customer perception, seeing like the regular store seen as replaceable, which is normal, like normal store, normal product, and so on. While the branded store are seen as unique and trustworthy, and this is exactly the thing that you should literally focus on, which is like the to be seen as unique and trustworthy. VP or value proposition, like competes on price, which is the best, not the best, sorry, but the worst marketing strategy that you can do is like to compare or compete, like on the price. You know what I'm saying? While branded store competes on feeling and brand promises. That's literally amazing. Retention. Low relies on S. As we already know that if your business 100% focuses on the ads, that's crazy, because your business is gonna fall out 100%, while the branded store are like, they have high customer return naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like they have people who come back to them naturally because they are top of mind. Okay. When it's come to the growth model, ad dependent, it's probably the same idea. Like, it depends a lot on the ad, while the branded are dependent on the brand dependent, which means that the brand doesn't need a lot of ads so that it can run, because it only runs by itself and it doesn't need a push. Okay. The impact, which is the big thing: short-term sales, long-term loyalty, and reputation. And this is exactly what you should aim for as a brand. You should aim for long-term loyalty and reputation, because your reputation is the salesman that we talked about earlier. Your reputation, your loyalty speaks for you. Okay, it makes people like get back to you and buy from you over and over and over. Okay, now let's move on to the next section that we have, which is the customer experience, which is one of the most important things that people should literally take into account. And we are going to see like the difference in customer experience between the regular store and the branded store, the invisible difference that changes everything. Okay, so because the customer experience is everything, if you have a beautiful and well thought customer experience, your brand is going to win no matter what. Okay, so here at the point that we are going to use so that we can compare, and this is the regular store and this is the branded store. So basically, so these are the stages of the experience. Okay, so we are going to compare these two stores or these two types of store according to the stage of the experience. For example, the ad click on the regular store, random image, generic message like 50% off, shop now, these messages that you keep seeing all the time. While the branded store, like they use kind of visual matches identity, or visual, like visuals that match their identity, messages that speaks to their value. For example, made for people who care about quality. You know what I'm saying? So you are not here selling using like logic or like discounts. You are selling using like identity. You are using emotions and stuff like this. Okay, besides we have the website first impression. Regular store feels like template, mixed color, like unclear logo, messy layout, while the branded store is clean, international design. Every cover and font reinforces the same identity. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, like falls under one umbrella, which is the identity of that brand, because that brand containing or has an identity. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a virtual um it's not a virtual brand. It's like a live identity. You know what I'm saying? It's a virtual identity. Okay, next one is the tone of communication. Regular store robotic and consistent. For example, order confirmed, your item is shipped. That's it. While the branded store, warm human tone. Thanks for your order. your package is on its way. So basically it feels like, you're talking to a human, or a human is sending you those type of messages. Buy and flow feels mechanical. Customer just want to finish quickly, while the branded stores they have built in through consistent identity, packaging, and delivery. Plain box, no story, no emotions, nothing at all. While the branded store packaging reflects the brand, consistent colors, message card, maybe a scent or a thank you note, especially the scent. Like, you have to literally focus on this point, which is the scent, because I don't see a lot of people or a lot of brands focusing a lot on this point, like, because we human can like remember things according to the scent. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we would smell something, like, it always gets us, like, back to like, to a history, to a story, to a memory, and so on. After sale, after sale touch point, silence, no follow up unless it's promotional, which is the big issue. Personalized follow up, how was your experience? Plus small loyalty gestures. So that's why I'm relying a lot, I'm focusing a lot, I'm pinpointing a lot on being branded store rather than the regular store, because you have to conduct business conduct your business as business. You know what I'm saying? It's not as like a side hustle. Okay. The last point we have here is the overall feeling when it comes to the regular store. Forgettable. The customer remembers the product, not the store, while the branded store is memorable. The customer remembers how it feels to buy and wants to repeat the experience over and over and over. Now we're going to move on to the last but not least section, which is the perception and the trust. And this is important, so that we can compare the regular store with and the branded store. Okay, what the customer feels before they speak. Okay, so here are the aspects. We are going to see probably here 6 aspects. Here is the regular store and the branded store. First aspect is first impression. On regular store and clear identity, customer hesitates, tries to figure out if the store is real, and this is a problem. For example, when somebody, like, sees an ad, clicks on that ad, and goes to the store, they feel like, is this like, a branded store, not a branded store? Is this like, beautiful, not beautiful, stuff like this. But sometimes it doesn't feel real at all, which is a big issue. While the branded stores, they have immediate recognition. People, like, understand and recognize the brand immediately, from the design, the tone, the visual signals, credibility, a lot of things. Okay. Aspect number 2, the emotional reaction. Regular store, like, it creates kind of confusion or doubt. For example, like, people, they be like, is this safe? Should I trust this? You know what I'm saying? So people question things. Okay, while the branded store, people feel like, comfortable and also confident when, like, they approach your store, and they be like, I know this brand, like, I have seen it before, I feel safe here. Okay, and this is exactly what you should be looking for. This is important. Consistency. Every adult page feels different, and this is like, I believe that you've seen that before, because a lot of people are doing the same thing, like, especially in the ads, like, every time they're trying new things, new ideas, new aspects, and every ad doesn't look like the other ad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't, the ad itself doesn't have an identity at all. While the regular store, everything looks and sound unified, sorry. Customers instantly sense professionalism, and this is exactly what you should be looking for. Decision process. Regular store needs heavy convincing every time. Discount, urgency, FMO, long explanation, and so on. But the branded store, trust is already built in. Customer decides faster and with less resistance. And this is like, the date that you should be looking for. Social proof. Social proof reviews look random and or fake. I believe 99% of people of like, regular brand, they are always doing fake reviews, which really jeopardize your identity in the brand, your place, your position in the market. No emotional validation. Testimonials are visuals, feel natural, part of the brand's voice. This is the branded stores. Overall feeling, skepticism, customer buys once and disappear. When it comes to the branded store, confidence, customer buys, recommends, and come back, especially recommendation. And this is exactly what you'll be looking for, because like, if you give a perfect service, a perfect product, as well as a perfect service, people are going to get back to you soon, and also like, recommend you to other people, which is it's like free ads. You know what I'm saying? It's what we call the word of the word mouth marketing, and this is exactly the best marketing ever. Now let's move on. This is not the last step. So we have this step here, which is the loyalty and relationships. The real profit starts after the first sale, and this is what people, or most people, don't know, because they are looking for the profit in the first sale. The first sale is only to lower your people to you, so that you can find your people, so that you can like, break the braid between you or your brand in this case, as well as your customers, so that they can purchase from you, try you, and have to like, and try the or have the best experience with you, so that whenever they feel like buying a product, they will immediately go back to you and purchase from you, and also recommend you. That's why the real profit after starts after the first sale. So these are the aspects that we are going to compare. We have the customer review. The regular store sees the store as place to buy a product once and that's it, and then leave. The branded store sees the brand as part of their lifestyle or identity. After the sale, no contact, silent until the next ad appears or until the next promotions, because like, they're only talking when a promotion is in. Okay, while the branded store have like, personalized follow-up. Okay, for example, a thank you, feedback, loyalty offers, and stuff like this. Retention, a regular store must spend again to get the same customers back, and which is where you always lost a lot of money, because the branded store customer return to them naturally, because they trust the brand, because they did the job on the first order. Okay, now when it comes to relationship type, transactional, based on price or urgency, while the branded has like an emotional relationship with the customer, based on the connection, story, shared value, and stuff like this. This is what we talked about, word of mouth. People forget about like, what they bought, while the branded store have a strong word of mouth marketing. Loyal customers promote the brand by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't need you to motivate them, so that they can, so like, because they like your product, they will promote your product to the people that they love or they care about. Okay, LTV, which is the customer lifetime value, low, which is the real profit. So this is the real profit. Just to be honest with you, this is where the big money is. Low and unpredictable, while on the branded store, high and consistent. Each clients become a long-term asset, because like, the second sale, third, fourth, and so on, you didn't pay nothing to get them, which is 100% profit. Okay, emotional tone, we sold you something, we are happy that you are part of our story. Do you see like, the difference in message here? A result, endless chase for new buyers, a community that grows the business organically. Okay, as you can see, you have to brand your store. You know what I'm saying? If you are selling something, if you are doing any type of e-commerce, you have to do the branding. You have to start branding, because with branding there is money. Okay, now let's move on to the last step or the last section that we have here, which is the loyalty. This is not correct. Sorry, this is, I couldn't really remember what we were talking about here, but this is not loyalty and relationship. Probably something here, which is like, the point where most stores stop and brands begin. Okay, so let's talk so that we can see what we are talking about here. Okay, so we have the regular store and we have the branded store. The regular store, the relationship ends once the payment is complete. So basically here, probably, I'm not sure, but probably here we are talking about like, after sale. So basically here we are going to compare the after sale, because the after sale is the point where most stores stop and brands begin. So basically this is after sale, and sorry for this. Okay, the after sale. So let's start with the regular store. The relationship ends once the payment is complete. There is no follow-up, no memory, no gratitude. So when somebody, like, buys a product from a regular store, they will immediately forget about it because they receive nothing. No relationship, no messages, no, like, no follow-up, no memory, no gratitude, nothing. It's just a product that I purchased and that's it. The customers become just another order ID in the system, Shopify or whatever ID or whatever system that you are using. Loyalty doesn't exist, only repetition through paid ads. So that's why regular stores suck and they don't, like, continue, like, growing your brand. All they do is just, like, you just work for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and then they fall. That's it. Okay, now let's move on to the last section, which is the branded stores. So basically the branded stores, they have a relationship starts when a payment is complete. So when somebody purchases from them, this is where, like, they start talking to that person, sending him offers, sending him messages, sending him, like, for example, like, just greetings, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Happy New Year. That's it. Like, you don't need to always promote your things, you just have to build a good relationship between your brand and your customer. The customer becomes part of the story, recognized, appreciated, and also remembered. Every message after the sale depends on trust, thank you, and check in, and also a small rewards as examples. Customer return not because of the discounts, because you can, like, branded store, they don't need to do discounts so that people can get back to them and purchase from them again. All you have to do is to build the relationship, and then people get back to them and purchase from them again immediately and without no offers at all. Okay, but because they feel that they are seen, you know what I'm saying, that they are valued, that they are appreciated. So basically this was it in this video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that's like you had value with this video. If you have any question, any notes, any feedback, leave it in the comment section down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Bye bye.